What if one leader could completely transform a country's place on the world stage? When Rodrigo Duterte became president of the Philippines in 2016, he promised something different, an independent foreign policy. That promise reshaped the Philippines' relationship with some of the allies, and sparked debates that continue years after his presidency ended. Some praised his approach as bold and pragmatic. Others criticized it as risky and controversial. But one thing is undeniable: Duterte changed how the Philippines engaged with the world. In today's video, we're counting down 10 countries most closely linked to Rodrigo Duterte's foreign policy legacy. These are not countries that necessarily supported Duterte personally. Instead, they are nations whose diplomatic, economic, or security relationships with the Philippines became especially significant during his administration. Let's begin. Number 10, Laos. Our countdown starts with Laos. While Laos isn't one of the Philippines' largest trading partners, it played an important symbolic role in Duterte's presidency. Just months after taking office, Duterte attended the ASEAN summit in Laos. It was during this meeting that he introduced his vision of an independent foreign policy to regional leaders. His message was clear. The Philippines would continue working with traditional allies while expanding partnerships across Asia and beyond. This marked the beginning of a major diplomatic shift. Number 9, Indonesia. Indonesia has long been one of the Philippines' closest neighbors. During Duterte's presidency, the two countries strengthened cooperation against piracy, terrorism, and cross-border crime. Both governments also worked together to improve maritime security in the Sulu and Celebes Seas. This partnership became an example of how regional cooperation could improve safety and economic stability. Number 8, Vietnam. Vietnam shares many of the same maritime concerns as the Philippines. Although both countries have overlapping claims in the South China Sea, Duterte maintained friendly diplomatic relations with Hanoi. Rather than allowing territorial disputes to dominate every discussion, both governments expanded dialogue on trade, regional security, and ASEAN cooperation. Number 7, Malaysia. Malaysia remained another important ASEAN partner. The two countries cooperated on border security, intelligence sharing, and peace efforts in the southern Philippines. Because both nations face similar security challenges, maintaining strong communication became a priority throughout Duterte's administration. Number 6, Singapore. Singapore played a different role. Instead of focusing primarily on defense, Singapore became one of the Philippines' strongest economic partners. Its companies invested in banking, technology, logistics, and infrastructure projects. Throughout Duterte's presidency, Singapore remained among the largest foreign investors in the Philippine economy. Number 5, Australia. Australia and the Philippines continued expanding their defense relationship during Duterte's years in office. Australian forces regularly participated in joint military training exercises. The two countries also cooperated on disaster relief, humanitarian assistance, and counter-terrorism operations. Despite political disagreements between Duterte and some Western governments, security cooperation with Australia remained strong. Number 4, Japan. Few countries invested in the Philippines as consistently as Japan. Tokyo supported major infrastructure projects, transportation systems, bridges, railways, and disaster resilience programs. Japan also provided patrol vessels and maritime assistance to strengthen the Philippine Coast Guard. Throughout Duterte's presidency, Japan proved that strong economic partnerships could continue regardless of broader geopolitical changes. Number 3, Russia. Perhaps one of Duterte's most surprising diplomatic moves was improving relations with Russia. He visited Moscow, met with Russian leaders, and explored cooperation in defense, energy, agriculture, and trade. Although Russia never became one of the Philippines' largest economic partners, Duterte's outreach represented a significant shift away from relying exclusively on traditional Western relationships. It reflected his broader goal of diversifying the country's international partnerships. Number 2. United States. For decades, the United States has been the Philippines' closest security ally. During Duterte's presidency, however, relations became more complicated. He often criticized U.S. foreign policy and emphasized Philippine independence in international affairs. Yet despite the political rhetoric, military cooperation continued. Joint exercises, intelligence sharing, disaster response, and defense agreements remained important pillars of the relationship. This demonstrated that strong institutional partnerships can continue even during periods of political tension. Number 1. China. Taking the number 1 spot is China. No country became more closely associated with Duterte's foreign policy than China. Soon after becoming president, Duterte sought warmer relations with Beijing. He emphasized economic cooperation, investment opportunities, infrastructure financing, tourism, and trade. This approach marked a noticeable change from the previous administration's more confrontational stance regarding the South China Sea. Supporters argued that closer ties could bring economic growth and investment. Critics questioned whether all promised projects materialized and expressed concern about maritime disputes and sovereignty issues. Regardless of differing opinions, Duterte's engagement with China became the defining feature of his foreign policy and continues to shape discussions about Philippine diplomacy today. Conclusion: 1800 to 2000, Rodrigo Duterte's foreign policy legacy remains one of the most debated chapters in modern Philippine history. Rather than relying on a single global partner, his administration sought to strengthen relationships across Asia while maintaining ties with long-standing allies. Some viewed this strategy as a bold assertion of Philippine independence. Others believed it created new diplomatic challenges. Whatever your perspective, Duterte's approach permanently influenced how the Philippines engages with the international community. As future leaders shape the country's foreign policy, the impact of his decisions will likely continue to be discussed for years to come. Now we'd like to hear from you. Which country do you think had the biggest influence on Rodrigo Duterte's foreign policy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos on world politics, international relations, and global affairs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.